Hello, my name is Allan Ackerman and welcome to the channel. If you like card magic, you are in the right place. If you love sleight of hand, make sure you click on subscribe. Now today I'm going to be doing one of the classics of modern card magic. It's called the Collectors. Roy Walton introduced the effect in the 60s. He originally did it with 3 aces and 2 selected cards. Marlo extended the plot to use 4 aces and 3 selected cards, and I have been doing that version now for over 50 years. Anyway, a while back I came up with a new handle to get into the routine. Let's take a look. Hi, Sandy.
Hi.
Hey, we're going to do a classic from modern card magic. It's called the Collectors. And it uses the 4 aces, and it uses 3 selected cards. Now, normally when I have a group, I have 3 people select cards, and I usually have them signed.
Okay.
But since you're just you today, I only have an audience of 1 here. Why don't you name 3 cards that would be easy to remember, like a run, like a 4, 5, 6 of spades, or you could do 4 queens, or 3 queens, or 3 twos, or something like that. So name 3 cards that would be easy to remember.
9s.
Okay, you want the 3 9s, and we'll just use the first 3 that we run across here, okay? So I'm going to have, there's a 9 of clubs, and then we have the 9 of hearts, and then someplace in here, there is our 9 of spades. So those will be our first 3 9s. And like I said, a lot of times you could have these 3 cards signed.
Okay.
But anyway, there they are. We've got a 9 of clubs, that's 1. 9 of spades is 2. Our 9 of hearts is number 3. We'll put those 3 guys right there. Now, over on the table, I happen to have our aces here, but I don't want you to think of these as 4 of a kind. What I'd like you to do is think of them as 2 pair. A red pair, I've got like a heart and a diamond right there. And then the other 2 are black pair, our spade and our club. But you can see all 4 aces right there. And I'm going to set those aces right by you. Okay? Now, here's what we're going to do with those 9s here. I'm going to shuffle up the cards a little bit. And we are going to lose each one of those 9s in a different spot in the deck. So I'm going to take and shove that 9 of hearts down in the center of the deck. And you can see that 9 of hearts really is in the center of this pack. Okay? Then we're going to do this again. All right? I'm going to go ahead and lose our next 9. And we're going to lose that down into the center of this deck. So you can see that 9 of spades getting lost in the pack. Then I'm just going to give the cards a couple of cuts. We'll lose this guy right there about center. Okay? All right. Now, what's important here? None of the 9s are on the bottom of the deck, right?
No.
And then let's check out the top. None of these cards, no 9s, anywhere near the top of the deck. None of the selections near the top or the bottom. Now those 4 aces have been sitting right out here on the table the whole time.
They have.
A minor miracle with those 4 aces. Just a snap of the fingers and now a card appears between each ace. And those happen to be our 1, 2, 3 selected cards.
Very good. Nice.
Hey, if you like the routine, give it a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. Back in the 60s, Roy created this plot, and this was the look of Roy's original handle. He used 3 aces and had 2 selected cards, and the aces then trapped the 2 selections between 3 of the aces, so that was the look. And back in 1969, Marlo published in the Hierophant his version of the Collectors, which used the 4 aces and got 3 selected cards sandwiched in between. And he used a really ugly move called the cover-up cut, which I did not like. It was never one of my favorite moves, but that was his modus operandi to get this effect to work. So I was living in Chicago at the time. I saw Ed Marlo every week. And so Johnny Thompson and I were discussing, both of us didn't like the cover-up cut, so we came up with the handling using tilt for the 3 selected cards and controlling this 3 selected cards. And we showed it to Ed the following week. Ed liked the method, and he changed a little bit, and he published that in the next issue of Hierophant. And I used that particular method for 50-some years. Anyway, a while back at the Magic Club, one of the guys at the club said he did not like the tilt move because it looks studied. So I went home that night and I worked out this handling, and I had some fun because it still looks like you're using tilt, but then you really disprove that you're not using tilt, and that selection really goes into the center of the deck. And I also really liked being able to show that none of the signed cards were on top of the deck or on the bottom of the deck, and then you launch into the collectors. So anyway, if you enjoy card magic, make sure you click on that subscribe button over there. Helps me out. And you might want to check out the routine that I often use to get into this routine. I call it Prelude to the Collectors. It was a routine I came up with in the early 70s. Click on that link right over there. My name's Allan Ackerman, and I'll catch you the next time.